The United States, the United Kingdom, Germany and France meet in Berlin today. The countries are Ukraine's leading arms suppliers and play a crucial role in supporting Kyiv's resistance against Russian aggression. The question is whether the upcoming meeting of the Western leaders will lead to major strategic decisions. The US president was supposed to convene a leader-level meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group, also known as the Ramstein Summit, in Germany on October 12, where Ukraine's victory plan was to be presented. Did not happen? No, not because of Russia this time, unless Russia can't cause any hurricanes in the United States. Hurricane Milton was the reason, and no new date for the summit has been set yet. Instead, President Volodymyr Zelensky went on a European tour to present his plan to German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, French President Emmanuel Macron, and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, hoping to rally support among Western allies. And Ukraine's president pitched the plan to Mr. Biden while visiting the US in late September. As UATV have explained recently, Ukrainian officials have revealed some parts of Victory Plan, those related to Western military and political support for Kyiv's struggle against Russia's full-scale invasion. Some are still classified, but one goal is absolutely clear.
Which one of these big nuclear countries suffered? All of them? No, just Ukraine. Who gave away nuclear weapons? All of them. No, just Ukraine. Who is fighting today? Just Ukraine. Talking to Donald Trump, I told him, what is the way out? Either Ukraine will have nuclear weapons, and then this is defense for us, or we should have some kind of an alliance. Today, we do not know any effective alliances other than NATO. NATO countries are not in a war. NATO countries are not fighting a war. All the people in NATO countries are alive. Thank God. This is why we choose NATO, not nuclear weapons. We are choosing NATO.
Well, obviously, Zelensky is pushing for renewed military and financial support from Europe amid concerns that backing could weaken if the former United States President Donald Trump wins next month's election. Well, I'm going to say it aloud anyway. I am not so sure that Trump's presidency is actually going to put an end and even somewhat endanger military aid to Ukraine. My way of thinking may look strange, but only at a first glimpse. Playing super populistic and loud orange genius on the political stage. Trump, when at real power, tends to shift to a way more realistic and negotiable political form, and we've clearly seen that change during his first term. That change happens to almost all the populists getting to the real personal power, as real personal power comes with a real personal burden, real personal responsibility. The one that usually outlasts the presidential term, and America is no Russia, and Trump has been already impeached, indicted, convicted of felony and spent some time in jail even, so I'm certain he cares about what happens after his presidency, not only if it happens. Meanwhile, Russian forces continue to make gains along Ukraine's eastern front and target critical energy infrastructure as the winter looms. Following Ukraine's withdrawal from Vuhledar, Russian forces have been focusing their efforts against the Donetsk Oblast towns of Pokrovsk, Toretsk and Kurakhove, where outnumbered and outgunned, our forces are slowly but still losing ground under the pressure. In easy terms, if only the West would want, for some reason, to defend values it preaches for and would have had a political will to act accordingly, the war would be over in a week's time from this very wrap-up, and it ends with a victory of proclaimed Western values, including Ukrainian sovereignty. And whatever the decision in Berlin will be there, one thing is clear. There has to be a decision that is followed by action.